It's the Retro Philosophy Show. Go on and tell everybody you know. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lottie Dottie, and I'm in the building hanging out with Retro. Keep it locked, and don't you dare touch that dial.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we came, we saw, and now it's time to get on this thing and get on up the road, man. So if you haven't come down to check out the Maxon bike event, you got to put it on your calendar, man. I wish I'd have had more time to just kind of mingle. We ran into some good people, some that we know and some that we, met for the first time, of course. But man, it's packed up in here, man. You got RVs, you got trailers, you got motorcycles, you got ATVs, you got side-by-sides. You got to look at everything. We back here in the corner where we got parked with a whole bunch of bikes all throughout, man. So that's where it's at, man. Max said y'all did a good job, man. Your boy Retro approved.
What's up, man? It's Kiki G, CEO, founder of Roster Apparels. We were Retro Philosophy. Make sure y'all go follow, like, share, subscribe to my brother, man. We all black-owned businesses. You know how we coming. Support.
Yes, indeed. What's up, everybody, including Lottie Dottie? You already know what it is. It's your boy Retro with you on tonight. Keep it locked and don't you dare touch that dial.
You already know what it is. It's your homegirl, Lottie Dottie. I'm in the building hanging out with Retro, and he ain't never lying.
Yeah, make some noise for Lottie Dottie, everybody. You already know what it is. That's my homegirl. We rock with each other, man. Lottie Dottie, she got my back and I got her back. What's up, everybody? Thank you for pressing play and joining the Retro Philosophy Show on tonight. We got an interesting show tonight. We got my man Tank in the building and his homeboy Archer Boy in the green room. So we're going to bring them on here in just a moment. We're going to be talking about the NC Four Corners. They are gearing up to take that ride. And I know firsthand that it's an awesome ride. You got the beach, you got the mountains, and everything in between. So we're going to be talking about that on tonight. So if you are interested in any of the Four Corner rides, then this is the show for you. Make sure you go and hit that share button. If you have not already gone over and hit the subscribe button, then I'm not really sure what you're waiting on, but we need you to go on over there and hit the subscribe button. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see where we at. Bada boom, bada bang. There we go. Hit that subscribe button, guys. So, like I said, we got my boy Tank in the building, Archer Boy. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing? Let me get you guys unmuted and all that good stuff so we can go ahead and get this thing started, get it all chopped up. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Doing good.
Everybody's good?
Yes, I'm doing good.
Okay. You can't hear Archer Boy? Let me see if
No.
it's something on my end. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, we should be good on my end. Maybe it might be something on your end, Archer Boy. Let me see here. Let's see if this is going to do it. Okay, we should be good. Can you Can you hear me, Archer Boy? Can you hear me? You can. All right. All right, but we can hear you then. Let me see here. Check on yours and see if you're muted on your end, bro. Yeah, it looks like it says that the guest has muted themselves. Let me see. Mm.
Old guys in technology.
All right, so Tang, we got you. You're on and popping there. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Let me see. It looks like we got. Okay, there we go. We had him. All right, folks. Oh, there we go. Talk to me, big guy. There we go. There we go. I can hear you now. Okay, all right. We worked through that. So, ladies and gentlemen, saints and aids, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, welcome to the Retro Philosophy Show for the first time. One and only Tank and Archer Boy. So, Archer Boy, let's go ahead and start with you, man. Tell us who you are and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Archer Boy, Dalvin Archer, man. Originally from Elizabethtown, North Carolina.
Okay.
Retired military, living here in Fayetteville. Most of my family's here. The WWR chapter at Fort Liberty, Fayetteville. Just got love riding motorcycles. Love hanging with my bros, man. Just having a good time.
Nice. Tank, how about yourself, bro?
Hey, I'm Tank. I live out in Clayton, North Carolina. President of the Worldwide chapter down here in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Archie Boy being modest, he didn't want to tell you he's the executive officer.
Okay.
He's one of the executive officers. So,
nice. So tell us a little bit. Tell us a little about Worldwide Riders.
WWR was established in 2004.
Okay.
Out of APG in Maryland. That's where our mother chapter is.
Nice.
Since then, we've expanded to Fayetteville, Savannah, Georgia, Fort Meade, Maryland. We currently have 4 chapters. Just hanging in there, getting the right people, the right mind state, people that want to ride their motorcycles, people that want to fellowship, and in the atmosphere where everybody feels comfortable.
Okay.
And like I said, just having a good time and fellowship, man.
Nice. Co-ed or just brothers?
Co-ed.
Okay. Nice. And so you guys have chosen to ride the NC Four Corners. Let's talk about that for a quick minute. How did you hear about it, and why did you guys decide to do that ride?
So I heard about it looking at you on YouTube.
Okay.
Watching the Retro Philosophy Show, and then I seen you do it, and I was like, that looked like a good ride to do. And then I was like, we do an annual ride to put our mileage together and just ride together. Because life gets busy, and sometimes it's hard to squeeze in a ride. But in the beginning of the year, we normally ride together somewhere. So I was like, hey, let's do the NC Four Corners.
Okay.
And I said, we gonna go out, we're gonna do what we do. And I said, don't worry about nothing else. We just riding motorcycles. And on the back end, I'm taking care of everything. So you're gonna have my Life 360.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be rolling.
Okay. All right. Okay. So as a club, what is the extent of the riding that you guys have done? If you want to discuss that a little bit.
We rode down to Texas. We rode to New Orleans. We just ride. It's not like a specific spot. It's just be like, hey, one thing about us, we're gonna find some food. We're gonna find some food and we're gonna ride too.
Yeah. That part right there. Okay, so P1553D says that he's hearing a little echo. So let me see if I can adjust that real quick. See what might be causing that. Bada boom, bada bang. Let me see.
What's going on, Chris?
We'll see if. All right. So I saw some of your pictures, Tank, and I saw you at the Golden Gate Bridge. Saw you snag that selfie there. So you didn't put a few miles on that bike of yours.
Yeah, my goal may be taking me where I need to go. I did the Four Corners last year. Me and my friend Chico.
Okay, nice. How about you, Archer Boy? What's the furthest you rode so far?
Man, I've been different places, but riding from one stop to the next, I would say probably Texas in that area is probably the longest I've been.
Okay.
Usually, I find myself on the other side of the country riding, but with not a lot of time to take extended trips, man. But I would say Texas, back and forth up the East Coast, man, is the normal run. But there's some other stuff planned for the future for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. Was there anything in particular you guys had in mind or was expecting to get out of the NC Four Corners ride other than just getting your miles up?
Oh, for
Oh
me,
man, food.
it's
We eating, bro. We eating, man. We the same way I'm checking the route, man. I'm checking the restaurants, man. I'm on Food Network. I'm making some phone calls to people that's been around, and we trying to see when we stop. We like to eat good, man, and most people can't eat and ride. We like to
Right.
ride miserable, stomach,
Yeah.
guts full,
Oh yeah.
rolling.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
but
I
I
hear.
want to.
Go ahead,
Oh, my
Tank.
bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying I want to get my prospect. We got a couple of prospects, but we just want to show them how we get down. We don't. On long rides,
Mm-hmm.
we just want to show them how we move, we maneuver. We've done rides with them, but I think when we do the long rides, that's where all the the camaraderie comes in, the blood, sweat, tears, and sitting on the side of the road if you have to and cracking jokes. That's where all that happens, where everybody sees the true heart of the club.
Nice. Real talk. Those bonds, as they say, they're forged on the road. Forged on the road. President Archboy, one rides far, one rides fast. I like to do both. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
so who's the fast rider?
Archie boy.
Okay. What's your ride, Archer Boy?
I, I'm not gonna take that credit, man. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I
Uh-huh.
ride my motorcycle, man, but I ride a 2020 Road Glide Limited, man.
Okay.
I've had it now for. I got that new. I used to have a 2013 Road Glide upgrade a few years back, and she
Right.
doing the job for me.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Making
That's
it
it.
do what it do. Keith Harris is in the building. He
That's
says, I
it.
see you worldwide riders. So we got some of your folks chopping on here, man, supporting you guys on tonight. So the NC Four Corners, was there anything other than food that you guys were looking to experience on this ride?
The
No,
scenery,
not for me.
man. The scenery, just the atmosphere, the people. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think more than anything, man. I don't think we've ever taken a ride where we don't stop somewhere and the regular conversations. People that don't ride want to know where we're going, what we're doing, comment on the weather. We see other riders, just chopping it up with them, making sure they're straight, and then just
Right.
enjoying, being out there in the elements, man. That's really part of it. Two wheel therapy is a real thing.
It really
People
is.
that don't know, they don't know. If you
Yeah,
know,
it
you know.
yeah, it really is. It's a therapy, man, and I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it I really do. So let's talk about the four corners of North Carolina. So currently, you guys are in the Fayetteville area, correct?
Yeah.
All
Correct.
right. So I take it you've been to the Outer Banks already. Check that out, Wilmington and all that
I
stuff.
haven't been.
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So being
I
I
have.
truthful,
moved back.
go ahead, Tank.
I moved back down here during COVID,
Uh huh.
and after COVID, I started. I was like, oh, I'm a ride, but I didn't go to the Outer Banks. I've just been riding out of state. So this Four Corners ride is really good for me.
And I'm glad you said that, Tank, because it's really interesting because a lot of times, we get out and we get those miles, we're getting yonder, and we go from here cross country and we explore, so much of the United States, but sometimes we leave our own home or our own backyard, bare, if you will, in terms of us getting out and exploring it. And so that was another cool thing about the NC Four Corners because we got a chance. So I had been to Murphy, I had been to Sparta, but I had never been to. This was my first time going to the Outer Banks when we did the NC Four Corners. So that was really cool, man. We spent a good amount of time there at the Outer Banks, and we ended up, as a matter of fact, we spent the night there. And so we really had a good time, man. I want to get back to the whole eating thing because I got the appetite of a fat kid. No offense to nobody who's
Yeah.
big boned or something like that. But um, I've heard a lot of people say that when they're on the road, they don't eat. They just kind of eat like nuts and bananas and all that stuff. But that's bananas to me because I'm gonna eat when I'm out there on that road, man. I'm talking about steak and all that good stuff. How about you guys?
Man, if you're not stopping and enjoying the places that you visit, it's a missed opportunity. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of folks like to ride and they like to pound and get the miles in, and that's cool. But you miss so much. And it's the places that you don't know about. It's the mom and pops places. It's the places that your homeboys know and your auntie set up at, the way you can go in and meet nice people and really, really get a nice meal, set you right. You might be a little sluggish on the bike, but just twist that throttle some more. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Hey, that was bars, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed that. That was by
Yeah,
accident.
I'm trying to sign you after the show. I'm trying to sign you,
Hey,
man. I'm
that's
trying
what
to
I'm
sign you
talking
to the
about, man.
label.
I'm on it, man. I got him.
The 448 label. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so they are getting an echo. I'm not really sure what it is. Let me see. And it looks like it's only when I guess when you guys speak. Is it only an echo when they speak, Keith? Doo, doo, doo. It's always something with this technology, man. It's always something.
Always
But
something.
but I guess we'll go ahead
It's
and
weird because I don't hear you echoing, but I hear Tank echoing.
you hear Tank echoing. Okay.
And I hear Archboy echoing.
and you can hear him echoing. Let me see.
And I guess everybody hears us echoing.
I guess so. All right.
That's just more of us to hear.
Okay, so I guess they can still hear it. We may just have to press through like this, man. I really don't know what to say, man. But so it's gonna be how many of you guys is it gonna be taking the ride?
8.
8. Okay, and go ahead.
We have 7 worldwide and 1 to the limit riding with us. One other club member riding with us from another club.
Okay. Nice. So that's what's up, man. How is that riding in a group? Now, for you guys, is that a large group or is that a small group? Because depending on, some people riding with 4 is a big group, and some people riding with 20 is a big group. So, what are you guys comfortable riding with in terms of numbers?
8. This is how
Okay.
we always roll.
Okay, that's what's up.
I mean, as years go by, any club that's been around for a while knows that your numbers fluctuate. So we've been up to 30, 40 people at a time to down to 2 or 3 at a time, so it fluctuates, but 8 is a comfortable number. It doesn't affect us much. We stagger out as we need to, depending on the speed, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for guys that's not used to riding, we give them that extra space.
Nice.
Sometimes it looks good to go down the road a certain way, but at the same time, you gotta put all the factors in mind and give people a little freedom to be comfortable.
True indeed. I will caution you going from Sparta into Murphy. There are going to be some portions of that trip where you're going to hit that single file signal. Let them know to get out of stagger into single file as you go through some of those curves. And which way are you guys planning on doing it?
So we go in Wilmington, Kitty Hawk, Sparta, Murphy.
Okay.
That's the way we're gonna roll.
Yeah, that's the exact same we did it, man. Exact same way we did it. Now, truth of the matter was we were going to hit Murphy first, then Sparta. But for us, that particular day we launched out was October. It was late October. They were calling for rain. So because they were calling for rain, I wanted to, if we were going to get wet, I didn't want us to get wet going through Murphy and Sparta. So if we would have hit those two first, we would have got wet based on the forecast. So we chose to switch it and hit Wilmington first and then Kitty Hawk. And so what happened was we got behind the rain and we never got wet. We never got wet. Once we did make it to Kitty Hawk, we bed down and killed Devil's Hill. That's where we slept for the night. We got up in the morning, made our way to Rocky Mount, chilled there for a little bit, and we didn't get wet not one time.
Nice.
But because we ended up, the plan was to bed down in Rocky Mount, but it was so nice on the beach, we just stayed there. So when we got up in the morning, of course, we were already behind time. Then we had such a good time hanging out in Rocky Mount with the brothers. We got behind a little bit more, probably about a couple hours or whatever. And so we ended up getting into Murphy, man, at midnight, right around midnight. And I wouldn't really recommend that, I mean, especially, if all 8 of you guys are experienced like that, then, have at it. But I would strongly recommend hitting Murphy and Sparta, definitely during the daytime. You'll enjoy it a whole lot more,
Oh yeah, we don't do nighttime riding.
We got a bunch.
Okay.
We got a bunch of stories about being behind, man. So we definitely understand. But
Okay.
but hopefully we can get through those mountains in the daytime, man. That's the plan, anyway.
Yeah. So
that's why we got all the way till Sunday, because it gives us some flexibility if something happens. So.
Yeah. So you got until Sunday. Which day was it you were planning on leaving out?
Friday the 26th.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's perfect, man. I think that's perfect for the NC Four Corners. That's plenty of time, and you'll be able to do that without riding that night. And yeah, you'll be good, man. You'll be good. Yep. So mountain riders, have you guys used to ride in the mountains?
I rode through several times, man. I used to live down in Columbus, Georgia, and take a lot of trips up north, man. And I would cut through Blue Ridge and over to the tail and do different stuff like that, man. It's just some great riding. I rode through there one time, man, and it was like a horse ranch on the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And I was riding through solo, and it was like a commercial, man. I looked over, and the horse was trotting along with the bike. I was like, ain't nobody gonna believe this, man. I know somebody shoot this commercial on.
Oh, Lord. Some of the things that you'll see, though, man. Yeah, some of the. I was riding through some backcountry roads one day, and not too far from my area, and what happened was I come around this curve, and I see this big old barn, and next thing you know, I see this big old longhorn bull or whatever that thing was. It was huge, the span of those horns, and just that little bitty wire fence. I said, ain't no way in the world that fence is keeping that bull where it's at, So I actually stopped and took pictures. Yeah, probably was one of the dumbest things I've done in a while, but I did. I stopped and took some pictures.
Hey, you have faith in that game?
yeah.
When we did the Four Corners, we hit some back roads, mountains and all that. But I had the deer run right in front of me, like it was nothing.
Yeah, they will do it, man. They will do it. So let's talk about your bikes, man. What are you guys doing for to prepare for this ride?
So I already did my oil change, checked my rubber. Rubber's good. Outside of that, I have all my emergency stuff already packed. Pretty much stays in the saddlebag. If you're looking for something, I probably have it in the saddlebag. I think most of the guys already know zip ties, first aid kit. Most of the stuff I'm more safety oriented, so I try to think ahead and keep all that stuff with me.
Nice. How about you, Archer Boy?
Man, the bike is loaded, man. Loaded. Tool kits, air pumps, rags, some everything, tire plug kits, you name it, man. Because sometimes you taking it ain't even for you. Sometimes you're taking it for the next person.
That's true.
I mean, zip ties, you name it. You run through the numbers with it. Make sure everything is charged. Make sure the jump charge is charged up. Make sure you got all your cords and the regular stuff you take. So everything keeps the ride comfortable, and you keep yourself off the side of that road, man.
That part right there, man. That part right there. So we just come out of the off season, if you will. You guys ride year round?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know there was an off season.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Because according to some folk, riding season just now getting ready to get started.
Right.
But so you guys, Yeah, to each his own. So it's not like you guys are pulling the bike out for the first ride in like 4, 5, 6 months.
Oh no.
Okay,
Nah,
so we
man,
got some.
we just got back from Daytona, man, and some other local riding. So
Okay, so how
we
was
ready.
Daytona?
Daytona was fantastic as
Yeah.
usual, man. They,
Yeah,
you know, it don't change.
yeah. I
I
heard
miss
that.
Daytona.
Say it again, Tank.
I missed the ride to Daytona.
Yeah,
It's a
I
sore
didn't.
subject.
Yeah. I had planned on making it, but we had a whole lot going on this, first few months of the year, so I wasn't able to make it. But I heard it was the place to be this year. If it was a year to miss, this was not the year to miss, and so I heard it was just off the chain down there this year, man.
Man, I feel like that every year. Every
Is that
year I'm
right?
not at Daytona, I feel like it's the year
Yeah,
that I miss, man. Because I can't say I've been down there one time and I didn't have a good time, man.
yeah. Let me shift gears and throw some questions out here because P1553D. Who's that? You guys know who that is?
Yeah, that's Piss. That's my boy Piss.
How do you pronounce his name?
Piss. Like pissed
Piss?
off?
Oh, Piss. Okay. Okay, maybe we. Okay, well, all right, yeah. So since he mentions off season, what is a ground pounder, gentlemen? What's a ground pounder in your opinion?
Somebody that rides further than the local clubhouse, a bar.
Okay.
They go the miles. 100 miles, 200, 300 miles. They go outside of the comforts of their area to go grab some miles, just to find a mural, someplace to eat, just to find something different.
Yeah. How about you? What's your take on it, Archboy?
Man, my definition of a ground pounder, I work a full-time job, no excuse. But if I talk to you today and on Facebook the next day, you somewhere else further than you should be, I'm like, man, these dudes is crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
They pound it.
Yeah.
And then be right back the following day. Like,
Yeah.
you getting it in, man. You getting it in.
Yeah.
Hats off to all of them.
Yeah, there's some pounders out there, man. They out there making it do what it do, man. Collecting, as I say, miles and smiles. However, I have a saying that I also say: my miles are a point of reference and not a badge of honor. What do you think about people who always flaunt and brag about their miles and how far they ride and how much they ride?
Nah, man, look, if the problem with a lot of things in the motorcycle community is people want to, it's not even a standard, it's just a bar. And the problem with that bar is that bar moves as it needs to move.
Okay.
And it gets to the point where, if you're not making it fun for the person that, he might not come out all the time. He might be a seasonal guy. But if you only come out when the weather's fair and you want to ride with me, man, come on, let's go. I ain't about to judge you on how many miles. I ain't counting. I don't care.
Right.
We breaking bread. We having a good time. We riding a motorcycle. We doing what we love to do. That's what it's all about, man.
I agree 100%. Let's make some noise for Archboy on that one right there. There we go. How about you, Tank? You want to chime in on that one?
Pretty much what he said. You can get miles, but if you're not enjoying the miles, what are you really doing? If you're out there just going, I'm gonna get these 1,000 miles, and you go and get these 1,000 miles, but I ask you, so what'd you see? What'd you do? And you just be like, I grabbed me a water and just kept going. That gas and go, it's cool, but I'm saying you have to interact with people. You have to enjoy the scenery because that ease and breeze is good.
Yeah.
But that interaction also does something for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So since you mentioned gas and go, are you when you get to a gas station, what's your normal procedure? I mean, because some people don't even take their helmet off. Archboy laughing. Let's get the story.
Man,
look, for us, we are in a rush to go nowhere.
Off the bike,
yeah.
Man, you better have them tied to a string to get them back to the bike. The bathroom, it might be 2 bathroom breaks in one stop, man.
Yeah.
You sit around so long and eat, like, come on, man, let's get back on the bike. Tank's pretty good about keeping us going with it, but it's just, we having a whole conversation about everything we just went through, coming off the road, something crazy, picking at somebody, we met somebody, we talking to somebody. So if you ain't careful, man, you can be at that gas station for a minute.
You know, I
And don't let it be a bucket.
Everybody at the gas station. I try to keep our gas station stops about 15, 20 minutes. So we can keep moving. Because if I don't, we'll be there all day. Because we got chairs in the back of the pull out the chairs to sit down. Hey man, so you remember that car? That's how it is.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You see, the important thing is, in my opinion, to ride with people who ride the way you ride. Because if all of you guys know that, look, we're going to be here about 15, 20 minutes, then, hey, it's all cool, So for me to know that that's how you guys ride, and I know I'm just a 2-minute guy at the gas stop, then it's going to be an issue at some point because I'm not used to chilling 15, 20 minutes at a gas station. That's not my problem. I'm not a 2-minute guy at the gas station. I'm just using that as an example. I think that the gas stop should be used strategically, and I'm just not in a rush to get anywhere. You know what I mean? I get it. Sometimes we have schedules that we're trying to keep. But more importantly, I think it's about the journey. And sometimes the journey is better than the destination itself sometimes. If not enjoying the ride, no need to ride. That's Jason Jiggis in the building. And I agree 100% with that comment, man. So you guys have chosen to do the NC Four Corners. And let me ask you this. What do you think the future of motorcycling looks like?
It looks like this. I think it looks like this. It looks like people going out and actually riding the motorcycles they buy instead of just hanging around locally and trying to push themselves to see what they can do. Because it seems like we're in a new era of it's cool to hang out and go to the annuals and the parties and stuff, but I want to go somewhere else and I want to see what everybody else is doing. So I think the future of motorcycling is we're going to go out and actually ride these things, 4 corners, what have you.
Yeah. Archie Boy, you want to comment on that one?
Yeah, I think the future of motorcycling is just the wider range of folks that you see in this hobby. The Harley riders are becoming younger and younger. The older riders, because of the new technology and the safety features on the motorcycles and all that stuff, the comfort, they're staying on bikes longer. You're starting to see more women. There's always been women in it,
right?
But I mean, just being in Daytona, the women riders were deep.
Yeah.
So it's more and more people getting into the hobby every single year, seems like, so that's a good thing.
What are some of the things, in your opinion, that has contributed to, this growth that we're talking about?
What we're doing right now, man.
Okay.
The voice of podcasts, the voice of social media. The people who had fears of getting out there on the road, now they're starting to see firsthand at the tip of their fingers. Hey, people like me is out here doing this.
Yep.
There ain't no fear in doing it. I can go to this place and, hey, this person is there. They can meet me. It opens up your whole world to a lot of things that a lot of people were scared of in the past.
Keith Harris, thank you for joining the broadcast tonight. He says it's growing. More folks are realizing the joy and freedom of riding. And I want to piggyback with what you said, Archie Boy, because I agree. I think social media has done a big thing for the future of motorcycling because it made this big world that much smaller. We see people, like you said, that look just like us that's doing it. And once upon a time, it seemed like there was people who would do certain things. I'm not talking about the motorcycle community only, but there were certain people that did things, but they were stingy with the information as to how they did it and things like that, because they wanted all the clout, the recognition or whatever. But now they can no longer control that because everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's got a YouTube channel and the information is just out there. And now people are seeing it and they say, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. What do you say about that, Tank?
I agree. And then with social media and YouTube, you see something or someplace and you be like, I want to go there. Like, we was like, hey, we're going to go to Charlotte. I said, we go to Charlotte. I want to go get this mural. He's like, that's why you want to go to yeah, I want to go get that mural. We get the food and everything, but as long as I get this mural, I'm good. That's what I want. You know, so you see things, and then it pushes you to, ooh, I want to go get that too. I want to do that too. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's what's up. And I think that's a powerful thing. And I think that's exactly how it should be. Archie Boy, you mentioned something, and I've never looked at it like that, man, as far as the newer technology and the bikes being a whole lot more comfortable, allowing the older gentlemen to ride longer. I think that's a really cool perspective there, man. That's what's up. I never really looked at it like that.
Well, yeah, man. My pops rides. I've got several uncles. All of them ride. The oldest one, he's 73 now. Still rides a motorcycle. Just because they can get on it, man. The seats are more comfortable. The aftermarket. It's not a hidden thing anymore. The whole industry is flooded with, hey, this is gonna lengthen your ride. This is gonna make it better for you. The bars, the traction control, the stability systems, the bike lowering the bike on its own, coming to stop. Some of the stuff that these companies are making, all the things that make people more comfortable and feel confident on their bikes.
Tank, let's talk about that word there, confident on our motorcycles. How important is confidence when riding a motorcycle?
It's very important, because if you're scared of your bike, you could put yourself in danger. So, for example, you need to make this sharp turn. If you're scared of turning your bike or leaning, you're not gonna make that turn, and that's detrimental. And then you put everybody else in danger, because we don't know that you're scared for that turn until we come to it, and everybody behind you is ready to get into it, and then all of a sudden we got to slam on brakes. You got to be confident. You got to have at least a minimum amount of, I know I can handle this bike, but at the same time, I may not need to go in that fast.
Right.
There has to be a balance. Respect your bike, but don't be scared of your bike.
Yeah. So I guess to the flip side, Archie Boy, being overconfident, how can that, mess up a person on their motorcycle?
You got to know what you're capable of. You start reaching your limits. You have to. There's so many factors that seem normal, but once you start to reach the limits of what you and your bike are capable of doing, it becomes dangerous.
Right.
A lot of people say, you can go fast, but a mile back, the roads are smooth. Up here, it's a truck entering highway type of area, and you got sand on the road. You gotta pick your spots to know what you can do, what your limits are, because you can endanger yourself, you can endanger others, trying to show off or just doing too much.
Just doing too much. I agree with you on that, brother. How do you guys deal with it when you guys are out on a ride? Case in point, you guys are used to riding with each other, right? And you know what? I think I might have found the issue that we were having. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I bet you that'll take care of it. So anyway, I think it did take care of it. So you guys are out riding, right? You're used to riding with each other, but you come to a section. Let's just say, case in point, you're on the NC Four Corners. You get to let's just say Murphy. You've never been there before, and there are some hills up in there. It's nothing like Tell of the Dragon, but it's some you're gonna need a little bit of experience up there, in my humble opinion. And you come to a curve that just out of nowhere, it just hits a hard bank. How do you guys approach something like that? It came out of the blue, but it's there.
The road cat, like, we go back to technology on the bikes. There's so much technology on the bikes that if you're monitoring things the way you should, especially as a road captain, if you're leading a ride, your thoughts have to be with everybody behind you before yourself. So if you're unfamiliar with the road right off the bat, you have to slow your speed, because what you can handle, the pack might not be able to handle.
Right.
So everything is slowing down. And once you slow down, just enjoy the ride. That's probably the biggest thing. Just like you said, being overconfident. You can't afford to do that leading a ride with people following.
That's good. I like that answer, man. Tank,
So
you
we
want
had
to
a
add anything?
situation like that before. We were riding 95, and we were coming off an exit, and I think Archie Boy was in the front. Archie Boy is an experienced rider.
Mm-hmm.
I know Archie Boy is an experienced rider, but I'm behind him. I slow down because that's not the speed I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my capabilities. So I slow down. You know, I'm still gonna make the turn. I'm just not gonna scrape my pegs while I'm going around like Archie Boy. That's okay.
Right.
You know, I respect him enough to know, yeah, he gonna do some things that I can't do. One day I may get to that level, but I know right now I'm not at that level, so I'm not gonna do it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what everybody in the club knows. You know, there are times when everybody goes, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna back off. And we respect everybody riding their ride and put room in there for that. You know, and like you said, as the road captain, you look out for those things. Hey man, I seen you struggling on that curve. Let's slow down next time, so you know you don't hurt yourself and we make it back home. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to make it back home in the club and be okay.
Yep, that's the goal. That's the number one goal, man. Do everything within our power to make sure it happens, because there's a lot of things that can pop up out of our control, man. So NC Four Corners coming up, man. We've actually got a bike blessing taking place in the Winston-Salem area on, I want to say the 26th or the 27th. I got to double check that date. But it's my custom when riding the Four Corners of North Carolina to catch the group. So I'm going to see if I can make that happen, catch you guys at least one of the corners and ride with you guys for a little bit. And so we're going to see if we can make that happen, man. So after the NC Four Corners, do you guys foresee you possibly doing any of the other, Four Corners?
I think I'm gonna do Georgia Four Corners because we got a club in Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let them know, hey, I'm coming to Georgia to do the Georgia Four Corners.
Yeah.
And if I knock out Georgia Four Corners without any of them, I'm gonna talk smack.
You're gonna talk smack. Look at this. I'm all for it. Here he says, motorcycle destroys boundaries, nulls brothers and sisters bonds, and brings all cultures, generations together. I'm a firm believer in that, Harry. I've been in areas where there were no one that looked like me, and the first thing that came to my mind is, oh boy, we about to have a problem. But that motorcycle, my goodness, man, it's a common denominator. And I was coming back from Pennsylvania, I think it was last year, and it had got late. It was raining. I was soaking wet, even with rain gear. That's how bad it had been raining. So I pull off into this little restaurant, and I was literally on the phone with my wife, and there was one across the street, and it was on there, and I was like, man, I don't know which one to go to, because I'm hearing some little small hick town or whatever, and I was just like, so I just gambled on it. I went in there, and it wasn't nobody that looked like me in there, and so, they gave me a seat. I sit down, and there was a couple across the restaurant, and I noticed they were looking over there at me a few times and stuff. And I just, minded my business, ordered my food. And then the waitress comes over there, and she says, your food has already been taken care of. She said that couple over there took care of it. And I was like, wow, so I went over there and I thanked them, of course, and everything. But, they saw me. I was, getting out of that gear, trying to let it dry out and everything. But it was all because of that motorcycle, man. And so these motorcycles are awesome tools, man. They really are. Let me get back to what I was going to say. Go ahead, Archie Boy.
Oh, I was going to say, it's just a culture to motorcycling, man. It's a whole nother language. It's a whole nother mannerism. And, that's why it's important to just respect the crowd, respect everybody, because, you'll be in those situations, man, where people just understand what you're trying to do, and they respect you for it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially if they are pounders as well, and they understand, because look at here, man. Money don't grow on trees. And it costs money to get across state lines. I don't care if you making good money, it still costs money. Money is money. It costs money.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I'm out and I see somebody out there and it's obvious, they got their bike packed up or whatever, they got a plate that's, several states away, what they're sacrificing to be able to get out there and, and ride those twos, And so I think there is a level of respect to it, but what I was going to say was, as you were mentioning your chapter down in Georgia, I don't know. I might get in a little bit of trouble. That's okay. I've been in trouble before. I don't want to hear nobody saying that they a ground pounder and they haven't pounded the four corners of their state. I just think you gotta just at least. I know you went across country and that's nice, but you gotta pound the four corners of your state, man. What you guys think about that?
Yeah, we call them ground tappers or ground molesters, but I don't know.
Hold on. Say that again, bro. They what?
We'll call them ground tappers, maybe ground molesters, but we ain't gonna call them ground pounders, man.
Yeah, this guy is off the chain, man. So they're ground tappers and ground molesters. Okay. All right, I'm gonna use that one, man. That's another thing about this motorcycle culture, those that get it. There's gonna be some trash talking, man. If you ain't talking trash, what you doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. So is that's what you're supposed to do, right, Dang?
There you go. You're supposed to talk trash.
So how many?
The next person to jump on the ride too. I'll go with you next time. All right, let's go.
Yeah, man. So who else rides Hondas? Go Wings in the group. Tank, just you or?
Just me.
Just you.
And they pick on me all the time. I pick on them back.
Yeah. Y'all gonna get them sooner or later, right? You gonna talk some sense to them sooner or later?
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
We got one Indian. We got one Indian, my Gold Wing, and the rest is just all Harley.
Yeah. I ride a Harley, and since I've been doing cruises, I had a VTX before I got on the Harley. A couple Shadows before that. VTX was a real nice bike. It was a cool bike. But I've enjoyed. I've had a couple Harleys. I've enjoyed them, and but I'm not married to Harley. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought long and hard about jumping on that Indian, but and I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen in the future? I'm hoping that the customer service from Harley improves in the months and years to come. I think there's some room for improvement with that. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother show.
I mean, you're starting to see more and more, Harley shops. Guys coming out and specializing. It's like I got my uncle right here in Fayetteville, Big Swings V Twins. He's Harley certified. Went to school down there. One of his dreams was to work on motorcycles.
Okay.
But there's many shops popping up.
Yeah.
So it's creating a whole behind the scenes culture of it's not hard to find somebody to work on your motorcycle when you need your motorcycle work though.
So Big Twins
and it's us doing it.
Big Swings V Twins.
Big Swings V Twins.
I think I saw something about that on Facebook, man. Now that's where it's at right there. And I think that and you said that's your uncle?
That's my uncle, yes.
All right, I'm gonna give you a homework I'm gonna give you a homework assignment, sir. I need for you to get me his contact info because I would love to get him here on the Retro Philosophy Show because I'm a firm believer that we need to showcase more people like that because for so long we didn't have any other options. You know what I'm saying? If you had a Harley, we either a Harley shop or what you gonna do, And so with more people like your uncle coming out, doing it, well, I'll speak for myself. I want to showcase that. I really do, man. So he's in the Fayetteville area. That's right up the road, man. So see if you can make that link for me, man. We'll get him on the show and talk about his business and what he does.
Hey, we got you, man.
Yeah. So Tank, you said you're thinking about doing Georgia, and you're gonna try to get the chapter down there to hop on board to find out whether they're ground molesters or ground pounders, right?
There you go.
That's what's up.
The whole time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Now the GA Four Corners, man, it's a really nice ride, man. It's a lot of back roads. I think the funnest, if that's a word, I know it's not, but the funnest point for me, I think, was Donaldsonville, because it was so back road, just kind of, and we stopped. I was riding with here he says that Chieftain does work. I know it does, man. I know it does. but we stopped there. Me and my homeboy Levi was riding. We did that together, and it was a laid back ride. We wasn't rushing. It was just mad laid back, you know. But when we got there, they had the town money man, I guess. You know, he had his pants pulled all the way up with his shirt tucked all the way in, and you know, and man, listen here, boy, that dude had us cracking up, boy. But that's what I like about these rides.
Hey, Harry, you better get that governor off that cheap.
he got a governor on it.
Governor off before you get back out there.
Yeah. But I hear them Indians out the gate though will do some serious running though, man. Yeah.
That's why he messing with Harry, because he blew Harry out.
Oh, he did? Really? Okay.
I take that governor. I don't know what an Indian do, man, because he got the governor on that, man. So he got to show me.
So tell me a little bit again. You ride a what again?
I got a 2020 Road Glide Limited.
Okay, so it's got the 117 on it or the 114?
It's 114.
114. The 114, it'll get down the road though. It'll get down the road.
Oh yeah, all of them. You know, do a couple things here and there, man. They'll all get down the road.
You done something to it? No. Okay, all right. If you say so.
You seen that look, right?
Yeah, I seen that look, Tank. I don't know if I can believe him, but I'll take him at his word. You know,
he ain't gonna tell you the secret.
He ain't gonna tell me the secret, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't. But they tell me it's the rider, not the bike. Is that true? Always. Okay.
Always.
Just making sure.
It's always the rider, not the bike, man. I don't care if you got 1,000 horsepower, man. If you don't know what you're doing with it,
you just don't know what you're doing.
I get out your way. You ain't gotta worry about me racing.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
Look, I seen an archery boy with his wife on the back, like they about to lick the concrete.
Yeah.
That's how this guy
is. Sport bike days, man.
Okay. So she still ride with you to this day?
No, she used to ride, and she get on the Harley with me. But you know, we used to ride the sport bikes together. You know, kids and job, and
right.
So she got out of riding, but you know, that's why I got a limited. I got a nice comfort seat for her in the back, and you know, upgraded my seat. So she go through the drive-through. She get her milkshake.
Yeah.
As long as she reach around and let me get a sip out the straw, man, we good.
We good to go. There you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Real talk, man. So you guys had any questions about the NC4 corners? I mean, you guys sound like some pretty experienced riders and can deal with whatever pops up. But did you have any questions about it?
I have one question. So are we supposed to hit the signs or town hall?
Well, that's the interesting. Good question. So what everyone has been doing was they've been hitting the town halls, because normally when you type in, let's just say Murphy without an address, it takes you to the town hall. But you could take either a picture of the town hall, you can take a picture of the sign. You just have to verify that we'll be tracking you through your Life 360. But you have to take pictures identifying that you were actually in the city/town that's designated as one of the four corners. And so you can do either.
Oh, we'll take pictures of the restaurant. No problem.
Yeah, but if it's the restaurant though, you know, the restaurant wouldn't necessarily identify the city or the town unless it's named after the town. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Piper did I think she did the courthouse in Philadelphia or something like that. You know, Philadelphia courthouse or something like that. So it had the name of the city plus, you know, so something like that. You know, either or would work. Yeah.
Oh, no problem. We got it. I was just messing with you.
Yeah. And then since we're on that, and then for those who are watching and might, you know, be wondering, you have to share your tracker. I prefer to be notified at least, you know, a week or two in advance. And I realize for some of us, you know, you just realize you got a couple days off this coming weekend. So you be like, yo, I'm gonna do it this weekend. And that's cool. The only thing with that is depending whether or not we have enough patches, you might have to wait until a fresh order is done, you know. So for you guys have notified us with plenty of time, so we'll have your patches on hand as soon as you guys complete the ride. So that's why we ask that you notify us, you know, with enough time in advance so we can get the order in, and that way when you get done with your ride, you'll have your patches. We have had some people let us know like the night before, hey, I'm gonna jump out there tomorrow and go do that NC4 corner. I was like, Okay. And so, we're going to do whatever we can to accommodate. You may just have to wait a little longer for your patch to come in, but we'll definitely get it to you, man. You'll also receive a letter of certification that you completed the NC Four Corners run, or whichever state it is that you're doing it for. So we'll get all that stuff to you guys, man. And yeah, so it's a great run, though, man. I enjoyed it. I did indeed.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I do have a question, man.
Yes, sir.
What can we do to help you promote this, to push it, man?
Well, doing it is will definitely help us out. One of the other things we ask that you do is, take pictures when you sitting here eating that big old steak on your ride. Just kind of,
There you go.
post it #NC Four Corners. You can also join the Mission 448 page on Facebook. It's actually a group, so you can join that and just tell your friends, man. Just tell your friends about it, man. And after you do NC, you can go on and do South Carolina. You can do Georgia. And I'm after the four corners of each of the lower 48 states. So that's what I'm personally after. We've got Highway Dre and Big Frizz. They look like they gonna go get them all too, man, because they getting out there, man. They getting out there and they're getting them, man. So we're just hoping that we could, create a movement that's just a little bit different than the way things have been done for the most part. I see a lot of guys zooming through these rides, and just zoom, and but still not really enjoying the areas that they zoom through, and
Right.
so that's what we're looking to kind of encourage and promote. So,
Right.
so yeah, just share it and tell everybody about it, brother. That'll help us out big time. The mere fact that you're doing it is the best way to help us. So we appreciate that. Yep.
No problem.
Yeah. So, any other questions, gentlemen?
No, that's all I had.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
it, man.
All right. Well, again, man, we appreciate you guys for carving out this time to do the NC Four Corners. I think it's cool, man. Especially when you say you out there, you riding and get miles. I think it's nice to be able to say, Glenn, I done pounded my whole state, And so make it your ride, brothers, man. Share what you find along the ride, whether it be a good restaurant or just a good chill spot or whatever. And yeah, man. And that's it, man. NC Four Corners in the building.
Yes,
I
sir. Appreciate it.
All right, man. You
All
guys
right,
got my
man.
contact information, man. You got any questions that come up before the ride, man? Just hit me up and let me know. And Archie, man, just hit me up about your uncle, so we can see about getting him on and talk about what he does. All right.
Sure will. All right,
Gentlemen, I appreciate you for taking time out tonight to come on the show, and looking forward to you guys launching out on the 26th. Is that right?
26.
26. There we go. So we'll get you guys back on after you get done doing the ride to see how it actually turned out for you guys and hear about the ride from your point of view.
All right.
All right.
No problem.
All right. Sounds
Thanks for
good, man.
having me.
Sounds
All right.
good,
Absolutely, man. You guys have a good night.
God bless, man. See you
All
on the road.
Yes, sir. You too.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We have the one and only Archer Boy and Tank in the building. They will be launching out later on this month to do the NC Four Corners ride, and I know they're gonna have themselves a great time, man. I can just tell by their chemistry, man. And so we're looking forward to hearing and seeing how things turned out for them. They'll be sharing their ride on social media, and so make sure you guys stay tuned for them and wherever it is that you're watching from. As a matter of fact, let's do this real quick. I'm not sure where you're watching from tonight, but we want you to understand, and let's see here. Yeah, understand and know that we've got the NC Four Corners, we've got the South Carolina Four Corners, the Georgia Four Corners, we've got AZ Four Corners, Arizona Four Corners, Nevada Four Corners, Pennsylvania Four. Shout out to the one and only Piper, amen. She launched out. When did she launch out? She launched out, I think it was Saturday night, Sunday morning, one of those. The Facebook group on Tank is Mission 448. Mission 4, the number 4, the word 40, and the number 8. Okay, Mission 448. And there's like 2 questions that you have to answer, real simple questions, and then and that will bring you into the group. And currently it's a private group. I tried to change it to public, and they won't let you change it back to public once it's set as private for whatever reason. There's nothing to hide. It just was an oversight. And but yeah, Mission 448, and in there, those who have already done the ride have shared pictures, videos, and things like that while they were on their ride. So it's also a place where you can go and just kind of share your input and even ask questions if you need to for those who've already done it. So here he said, he says, man, y'all know I'm gonna get you when I tune in. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you have not already hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, please do so. Go on over there and hit that subscribe button. So he says his chieftain is stock, so it's definitely the rider. All right, that's what's up. But again, real talk though, man, I hear that those Indians, man, ain't nothing to play with, man, right out the gate. Matter of fact, brother that I know, he has was his a chieftain? I'm not sure if it was a chieftain or not, but it was one of the newer Indians, man. I think it was a beautiful bike, man. Beautiful bike. And so I thought long and hard about getting one, and it's still not out of the picture or off the table, I guess. But just currently, I'm good with what I have, and I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, and then I just might get new wheels and keep on riding it some. She got a few miles on her, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, man, we're going to get out your way. Let's see here. I just put together Tennessee. I promised Sparkle. She and a group of lovely folk came down from Tennessee to do the NC Four Corners a few weeks back. I called them the Studs and Stilettos crew, and they did it, man. I mean, man. Sparkle, she got the right name because her bike is blinged out, her helmet is blinged out, she was blinged out. But they came down, man, and they did their thing, man. They took 3 days to do it, and I love the way they did it, man. They literally just took their time. They did absolutely no night riding, and it was a group of, I think it was 6 of them. I think it was about 6 of them, and they did an Airbnb. And so they rode throughout the day, then they stopped, got them a nice little Airbnb, and went out to eat. They enjoyed each other's fellowship, they enjoyed the ride, they took pictures, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be, man. And that's what we want to promote with these Cam Fam Four Corners. So so slow down a little bit and enjoy life, because you only got one life to live, and I promise you, life is short. It's really short, man. So slow down a little bit and enjoy the journey and the things in between point to point. Okay, it's your boy Retro with you on tonight, man. We'll catch you tomorrow morning for morning inspiration here on the Retro Philosophy Show. Hope you guys have a blessed night. And again, I just want to say thanks, man, for tuning in to the Retro Philosophy Show. God bless you and heaven smile on you.
Well, it's my turn, Pops. Get biggie, but it's for God I live and for God I
What's up, everybody? This is your man Pablo Frescobar on the Retro Philosophy Podcast, talking about my newly published book, Courage Unveiled, Navigating the Battlefield Within. Yo, what up? This is Marvin Gibson, aka Big Gibb, and you are now tuned in to the Retro Philosophy Show.
Hey now, this is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, home of the Moto Mob where legends are made. You are now tuned in to the Retro Philosophy Show. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what to do. Press play.
Say, man, you know what it is, man. Special guest in the building. Much love and respect to my man Retro stopping through, y'all. Y'all know what to do.
Big Cell, you still keeping it 100.
when you're riding and you get a call from your homie saying, yo, what you up to, where you at? Where's your location? I'm on the bike. And he said, yo, stay put, I'm coming to meet you, I'm on my bike. That's what I'm talking about, man. We out here getting miles and smiles. What's going on with you, man?
You already know what it is. It's your homegirl, Lottie Dottie. I'm in the building hanging out with Retro, and he ain't never lying.
There was another spot further up, and by the time I thought about stopping, it was too late, man. But just absolutely beautiful, man. Beautiful day. It finally started to warm up, and so we're just literally here on the side of the road. A lot of curves coming through here. So for those of you guys who are planning on doing the Georgia 4, you know, be prepared for some curves because there's a lot of them. But it is just absolutely beautiful. The traffic is, you know, it's not bad. It's a good ride. It's a good ride. I'm not gonna say he a pathological liar or nothing like that, because it ain't right to call a man a liar, you know. But he telling me that the black wool. What's your bike name? Foxy.
Foxy, that's her name.
Okay, so he telling me Foxy stop. Nah. He telling me she stopped. I mean, I've been rode behind him. I don't know how many miles.
Listen, I got something that keep me alive.
Uh-huh.
You know, loud pipe save lives.
Yeah.
And then I just got a mean right hand, man.
But
that's it. All gas, no brake.
All gas, no brake.
All gas, no brake. We downshift. We don't hit the brake pedal.
Yeah.
I don't even think it worked. I ain't never used it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, guys. I decided to do this stupid bridge, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. This is scary. Oh my goodness, this joint is moving. I don't know how long it's been up here. I don't know if that lady whose pictures in the elevators have been out here to inspect this thing or not. I don't even think she's been on any of the elevators that her picture is in, but hopefully somebody's been out here to inspect this bridge. That's all I'm saying, you know. Whew. Yo, I'm waiting for everybody to get off the bridge so I can go by. Because once I start... Say it again? No, can't we exit once we go across that way? Okay, yeah, let's do that. I ain't doing it twice. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my, yo. Oh my goodness, yo. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Oh, I am not, oh my goodness. Whoo, yo. Come on, guys.
You'll have to let him squeeze by here.
You guys are braver than I am. I'm having a moment here.
I won't start jumping, man.
Please don't. Oh, I'm really having a moment here. Okay. Almost through. Okay. All right. Did I look like a punk? A little bit, maybe? Okay, I did it. All right, okay.
You're on the bike over there now.
Woo, yeah. My legs are still shaking, guys. Oh, my goodness.